Finals injury report. David Misson. We chat to David Misson about Melbourne's injury list heading into our elimination final against Geelong. Forward Dean Kent will be unavailable for Melbourne's first elimination final clash against Geelong Cats at the MCG on Friday, September 7th, but midfielder Dom Tyson is a chance to play. Kent suffered an AC joint injury in the early stages of Melbourne's 45-point win over GWS Giants at the MCG last Sunday and will miss the next 2 to 3 weeks, according to elite performance manager David Misson. But Tyson, who suffered a fractured arm, is remarkably a chance to play against the Cats. He will face a fitness test in the lead-up to Melbourne's first final since 2006. Co-captain Jack Viney remains on track to play in the first week of the finals, after missing the past 7 weeks with a toe injury. Speedster Jayden Hunt, ankle, and defender Joel Smith, collarbone, are chances to return for Casey's second qualifying final against Geelong at Casey Fields on Saturday afternoon. Forward Mitch Hannon, knee, who was a late withdrawal against the Giants last round, will face a fitness test and is not without a chance of playing in the VFL this weekend. 2014 Best and Fairest winner Bernie Vince's AC joint is 3 to 4 weeks away from resuming, and youngsters Oscar Baker, hamstring, and Lachie Filipovic, hand, are a similar time frame. 4 players are out for the rest of the season: Jesse Hogan, foot; Jake Lever, knee; Billy Stretch, toe; and Corey Maynard, hip, while Harley Balak has retired. Misson's injury assessments: Oscar Baker, hamstring, 3 weeks. Oscar, with that hamstring injury, is tracking really well. Our aim is, if our VFL team was to get into a prelim final, that's probably the weekend that we'd set Oscar up to play. Lachie Filipovic, hand, 3 to 4 weeks. Lachie, with that fracture in his hand, is probably 3 to 4 weeks away at the moment. Mitch Hannon, knee test. Mitch has a little bit of knee soreness and we're hoping to get him back to do some training this week, and he's a chance next week. Jesse Hogan, foot, season. Jesse is doing some off-legs conditioning and a fair bit of upper body weights. He's still not walking on that foot at all, so he'll be non-weight bearing for probably another 3 to 4 weeks. Jayden Hunt, ankle test. Jayden's been tracking really well in rehab. He'll do his final rehab session today, with a view to training with the boys at Casey on Thursday night, and playing in that first VFL final on Saturday. Dean Kent, AC joint, 2 to 3 weeks. It was a pretty solid AC joint injury. He's probably a little bit better than we thought he was when he came into injury clinic on Monday. He's still going to need, I'd say, 2 to 3 weeks. But we'll just be assessing him as we go. He won't need surgery at this stage. We'll treat that and manage that conservatively, but it's a little bit about how long his pain takes to settle and then when we can get him going functionally again. Jake Lever, knee season. He's starting to do some work on the cross-trainer in the gym, with a view to potentially running in 3 weeks' time. Corey Maynard, hip season. Corey's going really well and doing some good running sessions. He's stepping his running up this week, so he runs 3 times this week. He's just getting more and more volume into his legs. Joel Smith, collarbone test. Joel Smith is in a similar boat to Jayden Hunt. He's in his final rehab session today, Tuesday, and will train with the boys on Thursday with a view to playing Saturday. Billy Stretch, toe season. Billy's walking around, partial weight bearing in a moon boot, and is starting to do more off-legs conditioning and strength work, so he's going pretty well. Dom Tyson, arm test. As it was explained to me by one of our docs, Dr. Bolzonello, at the end of the game, it's what's called a nightstick injury. So, back in the old days, when police would use the nightstick and people would put their arm up to protect themselves, he got a crack on his ulna. But again, as has been reported, he had the operation to have a plate inserted on Sunday night, probably 3 or 4 hours after the game. He's pulled up really well, so again, it's going to be how it tracks day to day. It's a little bit about pain management and functionality, but we think Dom's going to have a run and a bit of a kick on Saturday, and we hope he'll do most of training next Tuesday, and potentially be available for that game. Bernie Vince, AC joint, 3 to 4 weeks. Bernie's going well. He's actually having his first run outside today. He's starting to get more range and mobility through that shoulder, and he's starting to do a little bit of strength work. Realistically, he's probably 3 to 4 weeks away. Jack Viney, toe test, as has been reported with Jack. He won't play in the VFL final this week. His preparation has all been about being available for the first AFL final, so he'll train with the boys on Saturday morning, and then next week, he'll train normally with a view to play on Friday night. Melbourne injury list: first elimination final Oscar Baker, hamstring, 3 weeks Lashy Filipovic, hand, 3 to 4 weeks Mitch Hannon, knee test Jesse Hogan, foot, season Jaden Hunt, ankle, test Dean Kent, AC joint 2 to 3 weeks Jockey Lever, knee, season Corey Maynard, hip, season Joel Smith, collarbone, test Bully stretch toe, season Dom Tyson, arm, test Bernie Vince, AC joint 3 to 4 weeks Jack Viney, toe test.